been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. First and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Bears.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And 7 at the 46-yard line.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. With Cohen. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Eagles nothing. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. And let's get this.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 6. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. For the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
At the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he finds Montgomery complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
7-7.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. So we got man. Mike's 50. Let's go.
Throwing is Wentz. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Wentz finds his tight end Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
2nd and 13 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Now it's Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Push him back.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The 37.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the Bears first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Bears.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Now Wentz. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wentz again. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right now, the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too late.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is Cohen. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Chicago.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Eagles take over first. At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now wins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 24, Eagles 14. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So where to get symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On first down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. They run again with Breida. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Wentz's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepared for a game. When you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They try again with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The gun, Trubisky. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Breida.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 to Mike. 50, 74, 74.
Wins to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Wentz. And Ingram holds it in. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way, now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And 4.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Trubisky on the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he's able to put it through.
And 27. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohn. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Here's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Complete to...
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing now is Trubisky.
He'll get that complete to...
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Chicago.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
He's made 2. He's missed 1. This time for the win. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now it's Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
58 to Mike. 46 down, man, 5-4. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the 41, Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
14 yards and a Chicago first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On third down, Cohen. There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.